Still have almost 1,000 cards left, but it's time for our morning walk. Falling behind on Anki is just the worst. It's actually not worth it at all. It is like 3 p.m. now and I still have about 400 cards left to do today. I just did not use my weekend effectively to stay on top of Anki, and it's really coming back to bite me now. But the main focus of this week is getting ready for our first Block 4 final, which is the GI Gross Anatomy final, which is happening next Monday, a week from today. There's lots of stuff that the faculty has prepared for us to get ready for that throughout the week. The first one I need to leave for in just a little bit is a GI-GA review session, and then we also still need to work a bit on the embryology paper, not get too behind on other classes. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy week. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but hopefully we can pull this off. I do need to head out for the review session now, but I will talk to you more after that. Literally hailing now. It is 11 now. I'm calling it a night. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but that happens. I still had a very productive day. I'm just doing my skincare now. The anatomy review session was actually extremely helpful. It was like very good practice questions to review kind of overall concepts and whatnot. That was really good. Paper was really good. They're being very strict about what we can say with the paper because it's gonna be graded like by peer groups basically. We are not allowed to talk about it like at all, so that there is no cheating or like encouraging people to give different grades than they would based on just the anonymous paper basically. So that's very strict, but it's going well so far is all I'll say. Also, normally I would take my Apple Watch off for my skincare routine, but Jake and I are in a fitness competition and I need to hit my 600 points through any means possible. But overall, I would say a pretty good start to the week, a pretty good Monday. All right, ready for bed. See you in the morning. Good night. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It's actually almost noon now, so it's almost not morning anymore, but I've just been doing my morning routine, working on my Anki. I have a little under 300 cards left to do, which is quite a few, but it's going like way better than yesterday, so that's good. At least that was a little bit miserable, but we're catching back up again. Today we are also finishing the last of the new content for the GI Gross Anatomy final on Monday. I have 2 just like regular lectures left to watch that I just like haven't gotten to yet, but I'm gonna do today, and then I need to head out in just a minute for the last lab before the final. It is posterior abdominal wall. I'm in a much better mood today. I feel a lot more confident, a lot more optimistic, so we're gonna have a good day. I'm going to head out for the lab now so I have time to stop and get a coffee because I'm feeling a little sleepy, but I'll talk to you after that. All right, I just got back from lab and my package from the Sephora sale came while I was in class. Also, my shirt matches the Sephora packaging. That's kind of fun, but let me tell you what I got. The small versions of some Curlsmith stuff, because I haven't tried these specifically, but I really like one of their like leave-in conditioners. Layla has to inspect everything that comes into the house, but I will not style my hair. I just cannot be bothered. I put stuff in it when it's wet and I let it air dry, and the Curlsmith stuff has seemed really good for that, so I'm excited about these. This is the Rare Beauty lip oil. I've tried this. I really like it in a different shade, but I wanted kind of a more spring-esque shade because the one that I have is a bit like fall deep. Excited about that too. And then this little set of Daisy perfumes. This is my absolute favorite perfume, but it's kind of insanely expensive. These are really tiny also for how much it costs, but I think it's a little more cost effective than getting the full bottle, and these are my absolute favorite perfumes. And then the sample, the free sample thing that I got is also a perfume, which these are just fun. And this is like not an insubstantial amount of perfume in a sample, so you want to smell it? She's so good. But yeah, that is everything that I got at the Sephora sale. I need to get back to work now and do the just lectures so I can wrap up GIGA content in time to review it all again for the exam, so let's get back to that. All right, repro quiz done. Definitely a more manageable of the embryology quizzes that we've had. Fingers crossed for like a 14 or even 15 out of 15. Don't want to get crazy, but it felt much more reasonable than like what I had reviewed. So fingers crossed for that. Also, this is the new lip oil color that I just got. It's very pink, but it's growing on me. Alright, it is like 10:30 now. I am done with work for the night, including submitting my revised manuscript for publication. I did not realize when I first started doing research how long it took from like finishing a manuscript to actually getting it published. It has been just like, it feels like forever. It hasn't been like that long, but it feels like a very long time considering how much work has gone into this. But very happy about that, very excited to see that published soon, I hope. But for now, I am going to head to bed and have another long day of studying tomorrow. So good night, and I'll see you then. Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Happy Wednesday. I am about to head to campus for some more studying, just waiting for the bus to come. A few updates before I go though. On the note of not letting grad school keep me from doing my hobbies that make me happy, I did go for a 3-mile run this morning, which is also why I'm wearing a hat and embracing the Boy Scout look. I can't tell if I think hats suit me, but I really didn't want to wash my hair, so this is what we're going with. I did do a little trail run. I remember the trail being much less rocks and tree roots when I was walking on it, and my ankles definitely put in a little bit more work than usual, but it was really nice for a little change of scenery. And then slightly more depressing news, I did wake up with about 1,000 Anki cards due. I've done about 200 of those so far this morning, and you know, it's gonna be fine. That's what I get for catching up on lectures, but we're gonna go to campus, have a really productive day, and it'll all work out. But let's head to catch the bus now. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It is like 10 a.m. now. I'm just finishing up getting ready, and then I've decided to bribe myself with second breakfast at Yellow this morning just to get myself to campus sooner, because I just have not been super productive in my apartment recently. The apartment rot has kind of been getting to me. Feeling pretty optimistic today though. I woke up with only 650 Anki due cards and did about 250 of them before the morning walk, so only about 400 to go, and that alone is enough to put me in a good mood. Also using my new lip oil. I don't know how beauty influencers like put on lipstick and talk at the same time. I'm not gonna risk it. All right, I like it. Let's go to Yellow. Hello, long time no see. It is about 8 p.m. now. After the very helpful practice exam review session, I took a bit of a nap, a bit maybe too long of a nap. I'm really bad at napping like efficiently, I guess. I'm just very sleepy. But then after that, I finished my Anki cards, took Layla for her evening walk, closed my rings, got 600 points. I am ahead in my fitness competition, which I'm very happy about. And now I'm just kind of working on practice questions, and I think that's gonna be the rest of my evening. I am using outside resources for practice questions, which I haven't done with other exams, but for anatomy, the anatomy just is what the anatomy is, and so maybe there will be some extra stuff that we don't necessarily have to know at this level yet, but in general they've been very helpful, and obviously practice questions are the most effective way to study, so I'm enjoying it. I'm using some of the books. We get access to this really big online library by being students here, and so I'm using some of the like free textbooks that we get through that. But anyways, that's probably going to be the rest of my evening, but I'll talk to you in a bit. Good morning, happy Friday, almost through another week, although with the final on Monday that doesn't really mean much. But it is like 10 a.m. now. I just finished my morning routine and braiding my hair. We have cadaver lab today, and during the last lab I just put my hair in a ponytail, and like my little fringe pieces fell out and everything and got in my face and my eye and made me want to like touch my face a bunch, and cadaver lab is not the time where you want your fluid covered gloved hands touching your face, so I'm hoping that this will be more effective. It does also make me really miss living with my little sister, because they would look about 100 times better if she had done them. They're functional though, that's what matters. Before cadaver lab this morning though, we do have foundational rounds, the like group session where we answer questions that pertain to the information we went over this week. I need to reference the mints for sure for this foundational round. I'm going to do the questions right now because I kind of fall off of lectures on the week before exams because I'm just focusing on exam studying, and then I'll catch up on lectures after that. That's just what works for me. I know it's not recommended to everyone, but I have gotten comfortable with it. So I'm gonna do the foundational rounds questions, go to foundational rounds, go to cadaver lab, and I'll talk to you along the way. Good morning, happy Saturday. I have just been having kind of a slow morning here. Saturday is the one day a week I give myself to just actually sleep in and not set an alarm or anything, but now that I am up and about, there is plenty to get done. So with only 2 days left of studying, today and tomorrow have to really just be kind of grinded out days, get it all done. I need to do my Anki both days, do as many practice questions as I can get in. I do also want to go for a run in about an hour as soon as my breakfast feels digested. And until then, of course, I think you can guess what I'm gonna do, Anki. Alright, it's 7:45 now, the exam starts at 8:30. It is a 46 question, 83-minute exam. I have my usual outfit on and I am ready to go. Alright, the GI gross anatomy final exam grades just came out. I am not happy. I'm not happy at all. I was like, sorry, that's Layla adjusting on the couch. I was like barely above the average, which doesn't feel very good when I studied that hard and tried to like switch up my study methods. And I thought I knew like everything that we were supposed to know. So I don't really know what else you're like supposed to do, but we'll figure it out. We'll try to do better on the next one, but thanks for joining me for this. Sorry for the kind of sad ending, but we'll do better next time.